Hi, I'm a soft skills trainer from the Department of Career Planning and Development, and today's topic is types of sentences. Let's go ahead and discuss how many types of sentences are there, and let's discuss some examples. What is a sentence? A sentence is basically a group of words that ends up meaning something. The first sentence is compound sentence. What is a compound sentence? Well, it is a sentence that is independent and does not have another sentence which is dependent on it. And to put together this sentence, you generally use conjunctions or punctuations or both. The example is, I always wanted to become a writer and she wanted to become a doctor. So there are two clauses here. I always wanted to become a writer. This is an independent clause. She wanted to become a doctor. That's also an independent clause, but they're both joined with and also a punctuation, that is a comma. So two independent clauses as in two verbs. Let's talk about complex sentences now. A complex sentence also has more than one clause, but one of them must be an independent clause and the other must be a dependent clause. So let's have a look at an example. I know that you always wanted to be a writer. So here you can see that the dependent clause is followed by a connector and an independent clause. So I know is followed by a connector, that is that. You always wanted to be a writer is an independent clause. And it can also be the other way around. Let's talk about compound and complex sentences. So a compound and complex sentence is a mixture of the features of compound as well as the complex sentence. So it must contain at least two independent clauses and at the least one dependent clause. Let's take an example. I know that you always wanted to become a writer, but I always wanted to become a doctor. So here you can see that one dependent clause is followed by a complex connector and two independent clauses with a compound conjunction between them. I have listed here the 5 types of sentences: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, imperative sentence, and negative sentence. Please have a look at this table and then we are going to thoroughly describe what these different sentences are, and we are going to discuss the examples too. So let's discuss declarative sentences. So a declarative sentence, also called an assertive sentence, simply expresses an opinion or a feeling, or it makes a statement or describes things. So in other words, it basically declares something. This type of sentence ends up with a period, as in a full stop. The examples of such sentences are, I want to be a good cricketer. It's a statement. I am very happy today. It's a feeling. Let's talk about imperative sentences. We use an imperative sentence to make a request or to give a command, like a sentence that usually ends with a period or a full stop, but under certain circumstances it can end up with a note of exclamation as well. So if you say, please sit down, that's a statement. Please sit down, that's with an exclamation. I need you to sit down now is with an exclamation. Interrogative sentence. What is interrogative? The word suggests itself that it means to question someone. So an interrogative sentence is basically to ask a question, and they always end with a question mark. Examples are, when are you going to submit your assignment? Do you know him? Let's talk about exclusively exclamatory sentences. So exclamatory sentences, they express emotions, and these emotions can be happiness, wonder, sorrow, or anger. So the examples are, what a day it was, or you can say, I cannot believe he would do that. Let's have a look at some of the sentences, and I'd like you to look at these sentences and tell me which ones belong to which category of sentence. And then in the next slide, we are going to talk about the answers. You can even hit pause and look at the sentences. These are 15 sentences. Let's go ahead and look at the answers now. So you have to identify the type of sentences. Let's have a look. Please leave your footwear outside. It's an imperative sentence. Will you wait here? It's ending with a question mark, so it obviously becomes interrogative. Where have you been all this while? It's again a question mark, interrogative. We will not tolerate this. It's a statement, so it's either assertion or declaration. I am your friend. It's again a declaration. It's a statement. My sister lives in Mexico. A declaration. What do you mean by, what did you do then? What did you do then? It's an interrogation. Be a bit more careful. It's imperative. Never speak to me like that again. It's declarative. Always remember what I told you. Again, it's imperative. The ball rolled away slowly into the goal. That's a statement. It's an observation, basically. Wow, those fireworks are beautiful. That's an exclamatory sentence. Let's not waste our time. Declarative. It's a statement. Tomorrow will be a long day for me. It's again a declaration. And lastly, do not litter. It's declarative. It's a statement. So these were the types of sentences. In case you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye now.